Oh, so you want to study in Innsbruck? Well, that's fine. Why didn't you say so earlier? Let me tell you some stuff about it. Innsbruck is the mountain capital of Europe, and not only is it known for its plethora of sport activities, but also its rich academic environment. With plus 34,000 students, campuses scattered across the city, and many different clubs, opportunities, and so on. Although the city is only at 600 meters altitude, it does not take long for you to take the cable car and get up to 2,200 meters or even way further, unless you'd like to hike up, of course. And how could you not pursue this activity? Even from the city, both sides of the valley are so visible. It feels almost like natural to want to climb them. Walking to university through the city and just seeing this whitened summit erect above the roofs of various buildings just feels different from anything else. So, I don't know, it's kind of cool. The Nordkette, a northern chain of mountains, also has a skiing resort. Students, including myself, have gone as far as to show up with their skiing gear in university, attending class after a couple of skiing runs in the morning. For the past year or so, I've been studying in Innsbruck, so this video is designed to answer a few fresh questions that people who are looking to study full-time or perhaps an exchange student in Erasmus may have. If there are questions that I have not answered, be sure to tell me with a comment and I will make sure to answer. If you have questions about a degree or you are aspired to get, there's an individual homepage in English and German that will give you all the information that you may need to study here. Because if there's one thing any student in Innsbruck agrees on, then it's that it's not easy to actually find a place to stay here. I suggest starting to look especially early, because people only really start looking at around the end of summer and September. Rarely ever will you find people starting to look in May or June, so make use of that opportunity. Another point is to check a place that is also still somewhat convenient for you. So let's take a look at that. The various districts differ in terms of pricing on average. So if you look at this map right here, you have places like the main city at 15.56 per square meter, Pradl at 13.88, Hötting at 13.9, and then there's also places like Höttinger West, Arzl, and Mühlau with slightly lower prices. For example, Gewerbegebiet Mühlau-Arzl at 7.30, bei Heiligen Schlachthof at about 18.50, because it's kind of higher up, it's elevated. Höttinger Au at 7.17 and Eagles at 7.08 are some of the more expensive ones on average. So Hötting and Hungerburg are the most expensive areas if you want to be close to the central city, and also most universities in places like Sacken, Inner City, aka Innenstadt as you call it in German, and Wilton or Pradl are your best choices. Due to the size of the city, there's almost no location for where you're gonna commute more than 30 minutes. So it only takes me about a few minutes to actually walk to uni. But filming in public like this is really embarrassing and I am not getting used to it. You can, unfortunately, barely afford to be picky unless you have a lot of time to invest into your research. So it helps to have something called vitamin B. B implies Beziehungen in German that translates to relationships. If you know people, it's easy. If you don't, you're gonna have to send out a lot more emails. Luckily, there's a list of websites and apps where students can post available ads if there's a room opening up in their shared apartment space. I'll quickly walk you through those that exist. Now, it must be noted the majority of them are going to be in German. Facebook has a group called Innsbrucker Wohnungsmarkt and a Wohnungsbörse Innsbruck, both being in German respectively. So you'll have to wait a moment until the moderator also accepts your request to join. Additionally, there are also two web pages entirely in German also, called Wege gesucht, which has a mobile app, and ÖH Wohnungsbörse. There, students post their own alerts, while Wege gesucht covers Germany and Austria completely. ÖH Wohnungsbörse covers the area around Innsbruck, with a lot of filtering options, so in my opinion, it's more specific and gives you about more options in general. But trying out both never hurts, so look where you can. It's not that uncommon for you not to receive an answer, as your email boxes are almost likely flooded with stress requests. So try to be early. Even then, if you're late, people always make it somehow, so stay actively on the hunt. My last tip is on a topic that only applies to a small fraction of viewers. If you're looking to study here for one semester as part of an international program that you might find at the university may be partnered with Innsbruck. So there could be a student in Innsbruck looking to study in your city for the same semester. That being said, research who to contact in your university. There will be a bit more on that in the further down Erasmus section. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is you can already start skiing in early October when you have a regional ticket. So if you either have the Freizeit ticket or the snow card with these price listings, you're gonna have an easy time. You can just pause this. There's a dedicated ski exchange where you can buy used ski gear like skis, poles, or boots, or clothing at a relatively affordable price. Usually being held around the beginning of the winter semester called Skibörse at the Olympia Stadium. My new freeride ski, for example, I got for 150 euros, which is already a bit more expensive for a secondhand ski, but you can imagine that you're gonna save money. If you are late, there are many mass chats on WhatsApp, often for your degrees that have a lot of exchanges going on. So don't be discouraged if you can't find them, because again, Facebook and a new option called Willhaben are very popular and lucrative alternatives. So if you're only looking for second-hand clothing, Vinted is also a great spot to buy and sell skiing clothing. Finally come to bad news. Now I'll be blunt, all these expensive takes a lot of money, so you may end up spending at least 1,000 euros just so you can ski but not eat. Eating and partying at ski resorts is usually very expensive as well, so I tend to meal prep. And the thing is, you really have to be tactical, think about, okay, what things do I have? What maybe would be like a decent fit, like, okay, maybe I'll just take a pair of glasses instead of ski goggles. Maybe I have a jacket that I don't mind, like, that gets dirty but isn't really a ski jacket. So you can kind of save some money here and there. And again, with those things that I mentioned, or if you want to ask in the comments, you can do it as well. I think you'll be fine and set to save as much money as you can. Let's talk some more about the Freizeit ticket and snow card. Costing 654 and 1,124 euro respectively, so that was in a 2024 to 2025 winter season. You might wonder why even bother buying the snow card if the Freizeit ticket works year-round for various activities like museums or ice skating and practically serves the same function. Well, the snow card has access to 3 out of 4 of the closest ski resorts that are opening first in October, so Pitztal, Hintertux and Sölden. Additionally, you can view the Skiing World Cup and also end up paying 998 euros if you register Innsbruck as your main place of residency and purchase the ticket early. So I'm talking about the snow card. At the end of November, Axamerlitzum opens, which is about located here. 3 buses are driving there from central Axam, so 40 kilometers off-piste, 9 lifts, and a panorama restaurant about 2,304 meters. If you want something even closer to home, head up to the lift right from within the city and go to Northkette, a city resort that despite its size, still covers a good amount of area for free riding. There's also a world famous snow park there if you're looking to improve your park game. And you think that's it? Then I must disappoint you. Because on the other side of the valley you also have Patrickhovel, a medium-sized ski resort perfect for ski touring, fun and action. That is going to be a broad outline of most of the university campuses. Campus Technik is on the north of the airport strip and also has most degrees in nature sciences, but also things like informatics, maths or engineering. South of the airport is a sports university known as USI, in which you can also sign up for many different sports courses online. The amazing thing is that they're held weekly and often only cost 40 euros. Sovi is the campus for social and economic sciences, or directly adjacent to it, you can find a music and theology university. It's also where the MCI is, which is mostly for Erasmus degrees around business and maybe tourism. Campus Inrhein has the broadest outline of courses you can take, often referred to as the main university. Adjacent to it, you find the medical, law, and teacher universities. There are essentially 3 different buildings, and the main university is one of the 3, and also the place where you can receive your student card upon registration. There are a few others spread across the city, like the Digital Science Center or the Institute for Botany. Whether you're planning to join the Erasmus program to study in Innsbruck or study apart from Innsbruck for 1 or 2 semesters, you will have plenty of opportunities. For Erasmus Student, the Erasmus Student Network, ESN in short, is an active club that helps exchange students thrive in a new and unknown environment. If you're from Europe, likely the university you study at is also part of this network. If not, then that's fine. You're still capable of joining a dedicated WhatsApp group for ES in Innsbruck, in which you can ask questions. You can also type in whether or not you're going to be looking for a place to stay at, so that's also an advantage. And so this is kind of where this vitamin B that I mentioned earlier may very well be used to look at for new places to stay in. If you want to stay up to date, make sure to follow the ESN Innsbruck on Instagram. Honestly, studying in Innsbruck has been such a blast. Despite being a small city, we're so rich in opportunities and activities, and I think you'll never really get bored here. I could say so many more things and I've probably missed out on a few, but now that you know a whole lot more about the city itself, I hope this short video gave you a great foundation. Thanks for watching.